So my name is Ginny Ford, and I am the Outreach and Events Manager at the Global Education Office. Our office is the office that oversees all of the study abroad programs, and we're here to help connect students with an experiential learning study abroad experience, hopefully during their 4 years here at Virginia Tech.
Okay. Could you tell me a little bit about why study abroad is important at Virginia Tech?
Study abroad is definitely important because it expands a student's horizons and gets them outside of their comfort zone, gives them an experience that is going to be complementary but quite different than what it is that they're doing here at Virginia Tech. We do know that what students bring back after they've studied abroad, the gains that they get in self-confidence and understanding of the world, becoming that global citizen is very important in not only their personal lives but their future careers as they leave Virginia Tech and find their way in the world.
Okay, so kind of segueing a little bit into this week, could you speak a little bit about International Week?
So I am part of the wonderful committee that is pulling together International Education Week, which we are celebrating this year at Virginia Tech between November 11th and November 16th. The theme for the week is Global Dialogues, Connecting Across Cultural Differences, and we've got a jam-packed week of things that are there for students, for faculty to participate in, all sorts of different lectures and performances and things that I'd love to be able to tell you a little bit about, and we're hoping to get a lot of turnout for all of these things.
Yes, please. Could you tell us about maybe some of the main events that you guys will be having
Sure.
planned? Okay.
So global education this year, it's the international education is kind of a collaborative effort between Cranwell and various student organizations and CLAWS and various different organizations and stuff. And it starts off on Monday. Our kickoff event is a global education event. It is our study abroad photo contest winners announcement. So we will be at Newman Library on the 4th floor on Monday the 11th, starting at 5 o'clock. There have been some wonderful 16 post pictures up on the walls that have been there all semester, and you can still vote for our winners, but we will be announcing the winners live on Monday, as well as sort of announcing to everybody what all of International Education Week is going to have to offer. There will be some international snacks to participate in, and hopefully all of our finalists are going to be on site to find out who won in the various categories.
So how does one enter for the International Photo Contest?
So these are all students who have taken a study abroad experience sometime, and while they were there, they were taking different photos for various reasons, and we've got different categories that they can enter their photos in. So that's really just trying to highlight the various experiences that the students have had and how amazing travel can be through photography.
Awesome. That sounds really cool, actually.
Yep.
So do they win something if they win the contest?
They do win $100.
Wow.
So nice to have a little cash prize.
Wow,
there.
yeah.
And one of our categories is for our faculty leaders. They don't win any money, but they do win accolades for having put in a photo that people voted for.
Okay,
So.
wow, that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
What's another event this week that you think will get a lot of Hokie involvement, or you're hoping for a lot of students?
MOS is one of our cooperative organizations, and MOS has several things happening during the week. One of them is the Circa Calabante African drummers are going to be here on, I believe, Wednesday night is the actual performance, and I think the tickets sadly might be sold out for that. But on Tuesday there are two student workshops where students can participate and come in and meet the drummers and learn about the drummers and stuff. So both of those are happening on Tuesday. On Wednesday, one that happens every year, is put on by the Council for International Student Organizations. It is the Dance of Nations. And this, like many of the events during the week, is free and open to the public, and we hope to fill Haymarket Theater on Wednesday night. So there will be lots of different student organizations that are there dancing their traditional dances from home. I went last year. It's an absolutely fantastic event. I hope we get a strong turnout again this year. Another real student-focused event happens on Friday, and this event I'm in charge of. This is a new event this year. We're calling it the Hokie Culture Crawl, because even though the mission of my office, the Global Education Office, is to try and send students abroad to have those experiences, we realize that not every student can or wants to go abroad, and there's a lot that can be done right here on the campus at Virginia Tech to create and work toward becoming that global citizen. So this event is aimed at highlighting some of those cultural entities and things here on campus. So it's going to be a crawl where you pick up a little passport and you visit the 5 cultural community centers that are there at Squires, from Adiwaoki, the Indigenous Center, to Apita, plus the Pride Center, the Black Cultural Center, and El Centro. And then all of our crawl participants will walk on over across campus, end up at Cranwell, where they'll learn about Mosaico, which is one of our living learning communities where there are different language houses that students can live in and practice language and learning about those different cultures while they're here at Virginia Tech. And we're hoping, since that crawl runs from 4 to 7, that students who are getting toward the end of it will stick around and walk straight into the multilingual open mic, which is another student-focused event. And you can come and participate in that if you want. You can read a poem, you can sing a song. That's all about enjoying and experiencing the various different cultures and stuff that are represented here at Virginia Tech, partly through our some 3,500 plus international students who are here studying as well. So those are some of the student-focused events. We've got a keynote speaker that I have to talk about, Mary Maker, who was a former refugee and education activist now herself. She's going to be speaking on Wednesday at Moss at 3:30. That's a free event. And we know she's got a lot to say, and that'll be a wonderful event. So I want to highlight Mary Maker coming in. There's a forum on Tuesday aimed at faculty that's all about education abroad and creating those experiences both here and abroad for students. We've got a couple of Fulbright workshops, one aimed at students, one aimed at faculty. And Fulbright, of course, is a scholarship that pays for students and faculty to have sort of these experiences and do research or different things studying abroad. Let's see what else. The Graduate Life Center is involved with the International Cafe on Thursday. It all sort of caps up on Saturday with a film screening. It all caps up on Saturday with a film screening at the Lyric Theater, where they will be watching a film called The Old Oak that came out in 2023 by director Ken Loach. And this is all about a little community in northern England that, as the industries in the town were shutting down and people were moving away and houses were becoming cheap and available, it became an ideal location for a bunch of Syrian refugees, and just sort of how the town evolved as that was happening. So there's just lots of different events happening during International Education Week. I haven't covered them all. All of them can be found at our website, at the outreach website, that is outreach.vt.edu/IEW for International Education Week. So we're hoping that everybody finds something that is interesting to them and participates.